Nephise was a young orb collector. One day, while searching for orbs, she got lost and fell down a hole into Dragon's Valley. The only exit was via the high grounds, but there was no easy way up there. She came upon a vast lake. She unmoored a boat near to the shore and sailed it to the other side of the valley. She headed towards the Dragor Temple. There was another statue here, but Nephise felt too weak to carry it. She needed to collect some orbs first so that she could bear the statue's burden. Nephise remembered the first time she encountered an orb. inside the Harpy's dark temple. More importantly, she remembered how the orb gave strength not only to herself, but to her sister, Lula, who had fallen ill some months previous. Alas, the power of that one orb only benefited her sister for a day or two before she was bedridden once again. And so it was that Nephise became an orb collector. Every day since, she had ventured out into the world in the hopes that her sister might be cured of her ailment once and for all. To ride upon the great lion's back caused Nephise to reflect upon all the giant animals she had encountered in her time. Coaxing the great guardian fox into flight had led to the discovery of her very first orb. Then there was the gigantic wolf guardian in the enchanted white forest. Neither had meant her harm, but provided obstacles which had to be overcome nevertheless. what tremendous manner of beast lay just ahead? Only destiny could tell. There were occasions when the collection of orbs led to visions of mighty dragons. Was this to be her fate? Would the dragons wish to harm her? Not much was known about dragons, bar the fact they could be quite fickle creatures. Like humans, some were kind and others ferocious. If Nephise were indeed destined to encounter one on this day, she could only hope it would be one of the friendlier variety. But enough of such morbid musings. From now on, all she wanted was to escape the valley and would boldly face whatever challenges lay ahead to attain that goal. Lula had ridden a dragon once. This caused no end of jealousy within the household. "One day perhaps you too will ride such a mighty beast, my sister." Alas, nothing quite that exciting ever seemed to befall Nephise, except for predicaments like the one she found herself in presently, of course. Now, where might that next statue be? And so Nephise descended further into the dark and wretched place. How much deeper would she go before she was permitted to see the sun again? Oh, how her soul ached to see the outside world again, the one that lay beyond the contours of this cursed valley. Nephise cast a spell of light so that she could see better in these darkened passages. With the luminescence came an undeniable feeling of hope. Perhaps this day might end well, after all. Upon her return, Nephise smelled the fresh rain. The Dragon's Valley was strangely different to any place she had been before. There was both light and darkness, flourishing under the same sky. She traveled a very long path. It felt like she was traveling to the other end of the world. Nephise sensed some things missing from her vision. She needed to collect more orbs so that she could see more clearly. There was still much that Nephise did not understand about the orbs. She knew that they gave her powers, the power to heal, to be stronger, to see better, and upon occasion, the power to kill with a single touch. Her father had taken her on many a stag hunting trip when he was young, and had taught her many wise things about the nature of power. It was not something to be abused, he said. Use your powers for good whenever possible. Do not kill, unless you must. In the years since his death, she had tried her best to live by these very words. The next statue had to be somewhere inside this house. The only question was, where? She found her way back to the pedestals and was eager to place the fourth one in its rightful place. All that remained then was to face all the statues in the same correct direction, and the final gate would open. This place was teeming with blind skeletons. The mere fact of touching them would mean death to Nephise. She was understandably afraid of them.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, yes, she was. She had heard of this place, though. Legend had it that if all 6 of the torches were lit, a secret passage would appear. But she had to be careful. The dragon saw the orbs that Nephise carried and willingly offered her a ride back home. The experience was a joyous one. Riding upon such a winged beast was every bit as breathtaking as Lula had promised. And now Nephise too had a story to tell. Was it a dream or a memory? She did not know. But she let it begin. Once upon a time,